Hey guys, it's Charlie with Wyoming Militaria. I owe you guys your weekly video. I was trying to rearrange some things. It's been a kind of a long week, been a lot of miles traveling, seeing friends, seeing family, but I wanted to take a minute to get you guys your weekly video. What we got here, you may be looking at these and noticing like the spiked helmets, the German Pickelhaubes. You might be saying, "Oh, these are going to be some World War I German magazines by the look of it," which you'd kind of be correct in a sense, except for the fact the New Yorker right there on top. Now, what's interesting about these both have war dates on them, and I want to talk about these just a little bit because everybody knows that it's just a really common known thing that we went to war with Germany and we all lived happily ever after, and that's the way we were going to go. These magazines kind of tell a little bit different of a story. So, pre-World War I, obviously everybody always talks about the Irish immigrants. There was also a lot of German immigrants in this country. When the war broke out, the United States was being pulled both ways. About 50 years before, the United States had went through the American Civil War. It was utterly terrible. I mean, whole towns of men were annihilated, wiped out, wounded. I mean, it was a very graphic thing. War was brought to the front door of Americans. So the U.S. wasn't eager to enter this war that was considered a European problem. And yes, there were people that wanted to enter on the side of Britain and France. But with all the German immigrants that had came to America, and believe it or not, all the Irish immigrants that came to America, who came to America to get away from British rule and control, between the British and the German, or the British and, or the, I'm sorry, Irish and the Germans, there was a huge faction of people that were actually pro-German that wanted to go over there and fight and beat the British. So anyways, 1915, 16th of October 1915, 25th of September 1915, these magazines were put out, and I can't honestly tell you what they say. Meine Deutsche ist nicht gut. For those of you that don't know what I just said, I said my German's not good, and that's about the extent of the German I know. But these were some magazines that were put out here in America that were pro-German war propaganda. Because in 1915, the U.S. was still a neutral nation, and there was a huge drive to get the U.S. to actually enter the war on the side of Germany. So this is kind of a neat, different, forgotten piece of history here. But things are not always as they seem. So anyways, appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you guys are liking the videos. Remember to like us, follow us, subscribe to us. Help us get this thing growing. I appreciate you guys, and thanks for the time you put into watching these.